All right, so progress so far. I've got the engine out, the transmission out, the transfer case, the drive shafts. Engine and transmission are in the garage. I've been taking apart the inside. I've got the seats out. Took the top off. I took all the foam around the bars off. So the next thing I need to do is pressure wash this bad boy. I just kind of blew it out. It's pretty gross. Sand it down. There's some spots in here that are a bit gross. This is from like a kick plate they had on here, some kind of glue. And this is a little bit rusty. It doesn't seem like it goes all the way through. I'm hoping just surface rust, but I'll grind this down and all of that. And then I'll take all the kind of the seat clips and the seat belts, the e-brake portion I'll just be able to lift up. I'll take all these panels off here. I think I'm gonna take the dash off as well, and just see what's behind here. I'm not a huge fan of this yellow they did here. This is pretty gross. So then once all that's done, I'm gonna take the Rhino line and I'm gonna coat the whole inside of this. And then I'm just gonna open some of these drain holes here in the middle, and you see in the back here, and kind of round those out. And then I'll start putting the inside back together, and we'll after that I think I'm going to start working on the bottom and the wiring. So as I was going through the bottom, they had a bunch of stuff wired here and here, underneath lights that I took down, and a trailer hitch underneath here. They had all wired to the rear tail lights for some reason. So they spliced those, so I have to take the little rubber fender or sides off and get into that tail light section up here and fix that. And then I'm going to redo the suspension. I have new suspension. I want to obviously sandblast the rear differential, the axles. Want to make sure all the bearings are good. I have new upper and lower control arms that are adjustable, and then hopefully I can clean all that off. I can kind of Rhino line the underneath, or put a rust-proof coating on the underneath, just to make sure it looks nice and clean, right? So I'll probably replace that plate right there. Like these knobs are pretty bad. That looks, you know, just pretty corroded. I don't know if I could just take that off and sandblast it, and then kind of paint it with a coating. But other than that, it's not too bad. I already rebuilt the rear diff and the front diff, so those aren't bad. It's really just a lot of prep work here. Just to, this little surface rust here. I want to take that off. I want to paint this whole underbelly. But yeah, and then replace the shocks and stuff. Those are pretty nasty. And then I'm gonna look at the front end. I'll probably replace the steering box up here. This steering box was making noise when we were driving it right there, which obviously goes to the steering shaft, which then goes into the cab. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Really, in all reality, I've only been working on this for probably, like, I'd say maybe 25 hours. I got a couple of welders and a plasma cutter because I want to make a little bit of adjustments to it. So I've been spending the last week or so practicing my welding, but I'm going to start hopping on this Jeep now so we can make this happen.